Okay, this is for Hello Cruel World 88. So I'm going to show you some fun things that you could do with your son that will help him take his ball skills and drills to the next level. They're pretty, they're simple, but they're profound because if you do them every day, right, he'll have a lot of fun and he'll get a lot better. So this one, it's a simple skills kick trainer, right? SKLZ kick trainer, and you basically, it works on timing, works on rhythm, coordination, and you kick it, right? And I found the best way to get kids engaged with this tool is by doing it, and when they see you doing it, they'll start to adapt to it, right? It's a monkey see, monkey do principle, right? So you just have some fun kicking it, and before you know it, your son will pick this up. If he's got skill, if he's got drive and curiosity, I think he'll definitely take towards this ball. It becomes quite addicting, and you can right, just have fun with it, right? Nice and easy, breathing. And you can work on your awareness, right? You're looking all around, you're getting good touches, inside, outside, both feet, right? So this is going to develop a powerful shot. It's going to develop ball striking, right? You could cram months of training into days or weeks with this tool, right? Thousands and thousands of touches. You bring this everywhere. Okay, so that's how I would, after maybe a little warm up, that's something that I would encourage he or she to use. The next thing is it's a soccer dribbling sequence, right? And it goes like this. It goes outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. So I call this the dribbling. It's a Rosetta Stone of dribbling, because once you master this, it pairs with every other move that you know. So you can go outside, outside, inside, outside, scissor, outside, outside, inside, outside, step over, outside, outside, inside, outside, L move, right? So it combines with your current son's knowledge base. So when you teach this to him, you want to say the moves. You want to say it out loud when you're doing it and go slow, right? Most kids I show this to, they'll try to rush through it, right? So you go outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. So that's the first sequence. If you just instill that one sequence in them, if you could only learn one, that would be the way to go. You know, the other ones are inside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. But start with that outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, and that'll give them a good foundation for taking dribbling to the next level. The next is juggling. If you start to incorporate, right, we have a dog toy. If you have him start to develop a juggling practice by doing this with him, I'm not sure if it's a him or her, I think it's him. If you start doing this with him, we have some different size balls, not just a size 5, and juggling is one of those things where it's just got so many applications. It'll transfer to improved gameplay, right? It's not about, like you said, comparing him to kids from all over the world. If he gets a little bit better every day, right, his game will improve tremendously. So I have here a Reactor Champion. It's a Reactor ball by Champion Barbell. It's a 2.2 pound heavy ball. When you rotate juggling with this compared to a tennis ball, we have an oversized tennis ball dog toy, right? Rotating through these different things, it's really going to help him. But if you buy these tools for him, like if he's already training and you get some fun tools for him, not that expensive, and they're a lot of fun. So, right, you just hold them in your hand. You hold as many in your hand as you can, and then you, whenever you drop them, you just pick a different one. So let's see. Right, so just go through them. right? Nice and easy. Just start developing, right? I would say the whole point, you said you want him to work hard. Don't confuse hard work and effortless work, right? It's hard to, I would say it's hard to get the right tools. But once you have the right tools, then the training becomes effortless if he's got drive, right? So if you assemble some of these tools, then it gives him, it puts the ball in his court to start using them. The third game I would play with him at home, this is the bread and butter. I would play with this game with him every day. This is something that's so much fun. You get a barrel. This barrel's 20 bucks, brute barrel, or you could use a hamper, a basket, whatever. And what you do is, if you're gonna play this game with him, both of you start, one person starts a few sides away, a few steps away on this side, the other person, right, your son starts on that side, and what you're doing, you're racing to put the ball into the barrel. And first you go right foot, then left foot, then both feet alternating, then right thigh, then left thigh, then both thighs alternating. So I'll show you how it works, right? So both you guys have the ball in the hand or the ball at the feet or whatever. So he's got a ball down over there, you got a ball down here, and then you say go, and then you're racing, right? So you go right foot first, and you could go either right foot with a bounce, or you could go right foot no bounce, right? I'm a little advanced, so I go no bounce, but if you're just starting at the beginning, you could go right foot with a bounce. I'll do it with a bounce just so you see what I'm talking about. So you go left foot with a bounce, right, just like that, left foot with a bounce, alternating foot with the bounce. Then you go right thigh, you could do bounce or no bounce. And if you drop the ball, you gotta, start at the spot where you're taking off from. Right, some of those. And this is the barrel game, right? It's so much fun. Again, it becomes addicting because it's challenging. You want to make it challenging enough where they can do it, but with a little bit of struggle. Not if it's too easy, then maybe it's not that fun. That would be the third thing, right? We have skills kick trainer, dribbling sequence, juggling, that's 3, then 4 barrel game, and the fifth thing, I would get a tall cone, that two tall cones that you can knock over, and what you're gonna do is either with yourself and him, you put the cones a little distance apart, and you get a size 1 ball or a size 2 ball, and you're practicing. It's 1v1, right? So you're trying to knock your opposition's cone over, and just by doing this with a smaller cone, it's going to develop his 1v1 skills. But with using a small ball, it's going to improve his touch on the ball, so his command on the ball is going to improve, right? So this is the way that I went from being the worst player on my team, and the next season I went to a skills trainer who taught me all these actually, well, 4 out of 5 of these things, and my game the next season I scored more goals than the whole team combined. And then I was competing internationally, played in Europe, played in England, Sweden, Denmark. So these are some great tools that will definitely help, and the more you play with him, and he'll start to encourage him to play these games, and the more you play with him, I think the faster he'll develop. Oh, and one more effortless challenge, or effortless change, I should say, that you could try is if you're talking about other people's, other countries' soccer culture, you need to put him with players where he's maybe middle of the pack. And if you said all the other players have foot skills that are not good, well then you got to put him with players who will challenge him and whose foot skills are very good, and then he'll improve just by almost like osmosis, or just bumping shoulders with good players, then he'll get better. But you want to make it so they're challenging enough where he's going to improve, but not so challenging where he's the worst one. I mean, if he's got drive and you start playing some of these games, he'll improve rapidly if he's into it. But those are just some thoughts, and I hope some of these drills help. Okay.